Jared Leto doesn't seem to be too excited about the new Joker movie. After his controversial but very elaborate Joker performance from 2016, which brought him a lot of praise and criticism, the path for him seems to go neither in the direction of a solo spin-off nor in the direction of a Joker and Harley Quinn movie. Instead, Warner Brothers chose a completely different character, the Joker played by Joaquin Phoenix, who has absolutely no connection to the DC universe. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Jared Leto is said to have been pretty upset about that and to have felt passed over. No wonder, since Harley Quinn gets her own solo movie with Birds of Prey, Joaquin Phoenix has a lot more Hollywood experience, and in the Suicide Squad 2 there is no room for Leto because of a fight with director James Gunn. The new Joker film has been shown in cinemas since October 4th. Halloween is getting closer and closer, and so is the time of horror movie releases. Of course, the Halloween figure should not be missing, Michael Myers. He made an incredible comeback last year in David Gordon Green's film. Now the movie Halloween Kills is supposed to tie directly to the celebrated first Halloween part of John Carpenter from 1978 and ignore all other sequels. Even the old actors from the first part are now engaged again, for example, Charles Cyphers. The now 80-year-old already impersonated Sheriff Lee Brackett in the first two parts of Halloween and will now be seen as the same in front of the camera again. Also back in their roles will be Kyle Richards as Lindsay Wallace, Nick Castle as Michael Myers, and Nancy Stevens as Sister Marion. Michael Myers' sister Laurie Strode, who already made his life much harder in the 2018 remake, should not be missing either. A well-known location from the second part has already been leaked, which is the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. To what extent the Halloween 2 location will be filled with similar scenes and murders can only be speculated. Halloween Kills will be released on October 16, 2020. Its successor Halloween Ends will be released 1 year later on October 16, 2021. Are Marvel movies real cinema? The director legend Martin Scorsese answered this question with a clear no. According to the Wolf of Wall Street producer, they are something like theme parks. He literally said in an interview with Empire magazine, "It isn't the cinema of human beings trying to convey emotional, psychological experiences to another human being." Shortly afterwards, MCU icon Robert Downey Jr. himself replied in a conversation with radio presenter Howard Stern that he didn't feel attacked by it at all. In addition, he says that they need all the different perspectives so that they can find their way to the middle, and adds at the end that the MCU films are definitely cinema for him. Samuel L. Jackson, who is better known as Nick Fury in the MCU, also expressed his opinion. He told Variety, "I mean, that's like saying Bugs Bunny ain't funny. Films are films. Everybody doesn't like his stuff either. Everybody's got an opinion. So I mean, it's okay. Ain't going to stop nobody from making movies." Last but not least, we would like to share with you the opinion of James Gunn, who as a successful director is the one who can understand Scorsese's words the best. On Twitter he states, "Martin Scorsese is one of my 5 favorite living filmmakers. I was outraged when people picketed The Last Temptation of Christ without having seen the film. I'm saddened that he's now judging my films in the same way. At the end of the day, this discussion won't change anything anyway. As on the one hand, the Marvel movies for the next years are already announced, on the other hand, Scorsese can prove to everyone with his upcoming Netflix gangster epic The Irishman that he himself is making real cinema." The next years are not only filled with Marvel movies, but also some Marvel series will celebrate their release in the next years. For example, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier or WandaVision. Another Marvel series, which has no direct connection to the MCU, will be released next year, namely the very dark series Hellstrom, which revolves around the offspring of a serial killer. Much more about the story isn't really known yet, but some actors are. The main roles are the siblings Damon and Anna Hellstrom, who are played by Tom Austin, known from The Royals, and Sidney Lemon from Fear the Walking Dead. Both of the characters live kind of double life. While Damon lectures as a professor during the day and Anna runs an auction house, both of them go on a demon hunt at night. In the cartoon, both are children of the devil. Her mother had to be admitted to a psychiatric ward when she found out who her husband really was. Regarding the comics, Hellstrom is part of the Hellstrom storyline as part of the Ghost Rider comics. The series is to be produced for Hulu. The release year is set for 2020. John Wick is currently one of the most successful action films ever. Only this year, with its third part, $323 million were brought in, which in total is more than both predecessors together. The fact that the successor John Wick 4 will happen was already known when the third part was released. But now there are news about the spin-off Ballerina that was announced in 2017. As Deadline reports, a director was found for it, namely Underworld and Die Hard 4.0 director Len Wiseman. In terms of content, Ballerina is about a young hitwoman who wants to take revenge on the murderers of her family. She is said to have completed her education at the school, which is led in the third part by a woman who is only known as the director. Unfortunately, it is not yet known who is considered for the leading role and whether Keanu Reeves could also play a role as well. It seems likely that Ballerina will be released between part 3 and 4, so the most likely release is in 2020.